The tensions between two of boxing's brightest stars, Terence Crawford and Gervonta "Tank" Davis, have been escalating for some time. What began as a series of jabs on social media soon turned into a full-blown online feud, drawing the attention of fans and analysts alike. Both fighters, known for their knockout power and unbeaten records, have faced off in an exchange of barbs, with each claiming to be the superior boxer. The argument started after the Ring Magazine Award ceremony, which celebrated the best in boxing, but notably excluded Gervonta Davis, despite his 30-0 record with 28 knockouts. Davis's absence fueled the fire, with Terence Crawford seizing the opportunity to mock Tank, a move that sparked a series of heated exchanges online. Crawford, ever the instigator, posted on social media, expressing his disbelief at Tank's absence from the prestigious event. He taunted the young fighter, writing, "I see someone upset because they weren't invited," suggesting that Tank's absence was more about hurt feelings than anything else. This comment drew a sharp response from Davis, who lashed out at both Crawford and the event organizers. Despite the exchange being deleted by Davis shortly after, the back-and-forth continued to reverberate through social media platforms, with fans and other fighters weighing in on the growing tension. The animosity between the two isn't new. Their beef dates back to the time when Tank Davis sided with Errol Spence Jr. during the rivalry between Spence and Crawford before their highly anticipated fight in 2023. This public display of support from Davis only added fuel to the already smoldering fire between him and Crawford. While Crawford brushed off Davis's comments with relative ease, calling him a mere side note in his career, Tank wasn't backing down. Davis, in his usual brash style, began making bold claims, asserting that if the two were to fight outside of the ring, he would break Crawford's neck. He emphasized that his weight class of 147 pounds made him a formidable force in boxing, and that Crawford wouldn't stand a chance against him at that weight. This post was not only a direct challenge to Crawford, but also a declaration of Tank's confidence in his abilities. His message echoed throughout social media, with fans eagerly discussing the possibility of such a fight. Tank even made remarks about the boxing promotions and the politics behind big events, criticizing the people involved and questioning why certain boxers were getting opportunities while others were sidelined. While the verbal exchanges continued to escalate, Tank Davis was preparing for a big money fight against Lamont Roach Jr., scheduled for March at the Barclays Center. This fight was seen as a potential stepping stone for Davis, but many believe that Crawford had bigger plans ahead. Crawford, who had recently dominated in his weight class, expressed interest in fighting Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican powerhouse known for his formidable punching power and strategic prowess in the ring. Crawford's desire to step up in weight and take on a fighter of Canelo's caliber was seen as an ambitious but necessary move to solidify his legacy. In the wake of the social media drama, Crawford took to his platform to mock Davis further, with added emphasis on Tank's seemingly fragile mental state and lack of maturity. Crawford posted messages laced with mocking emojis and pointed criticisms, all while Davis's posts were rapidly deleted. The fans and followers were split on their loyalties, with some criticizing Tank for his immature behavior and others rallying behind him, calling him the real champion. Tank's frustration wasn't just with Crawford, but also with certain boxing figures such as Eddie Hearn and Sheikh Alal, who is closely tied to the Saudi Arabian boxing scene. Davis claimed that these figures were out of touch with the reality of boxing, and accused them of favoring fighters who played along with their narrative. He pointed out the discrepancies in the way boxing was being handled, with some boxers getting opportunities while others were overlooked. However, Crawford didn't seem to be fazed by the drama, choosing to focus on what he believed was the biggest fight ahead of him, a potential clash with Canelo Alvarez. While Tank prepared for his fight against Roach, Crawford's camp was in discussions for a bout with Canelo. Alal Sheikh, the Saudi Arabian boxing promoter, was reportedly orchestrating this fight, further fueling speculation that the showdown could happen soon. Crawford, known for his sharp boxing IQ and skill, made it clear that he was ready for Canelo, even if it meant moving up in weight to challenge him. He expressed confidence that his versatility and skills could give him the edge against the bigger, stronger Canelo. However, many doubted whether Crawford could handle the punch power and size of the Mexican fighter. The debate surrounding the potential fight between Crawford and Canelo heated up, with many analysts weighing in on the likely outcome. One of the most vocal supporters of Crawford's ability to beat Canelo was none other than the legendary Mike Tyson. Tyson, known for his brutal knockout power, praised Crawford's overall skill set, suggesting that the Nebraska-born boxer had the tools to outmaneuver Canelo and secure a victory. Tyson's endorsement further elevated the anticipation for a potential fight, drawing the attention of boxing fans worldwide. However, not everyone shared Tyson's optimism. Some critics believe that Canelo's size and punching power would be too much for Crawford to handle, especially over the course of a full 12-round fight. Canelo's strength at higher weight classes and his ability to adapt to different styles were seen as a significant advantage. On the other hand, Crawford's supporters argued that the boxer's experience in handling bigger opponents and his ability to move seamlessly through weight classes would give him the edge in a fight with Canelo. The possible showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford was not only about the fighters themselves, but also about the financial stakes involved. Both boxers were major draws in the sport, and a fight between them would likely generate significant revenue. Crawford, known for his ability to command large purses, seemed eager to capitalize on the opportunity to secure a big payday before eventually retiring from boxing. He had already achieved great success, having won multiple world titles across different weight classes, and many believed that a fight with Canelo would be the perfect way to cement his legacy before exiting the sport. Eddie Hearn, the CEO of Matchroom Boxing, weighed in on the situation, suggesting that Canelo might not be eager to fight Crawford. Hearn believed that Canelo would not gain much credit from defeating a fighter moving up 2 weight classes, and that the fight might not be as appealing to the Mexican star as some had speculated. Despite these concerns, Hearn acknowledged that the fight between Crawford and Canelo would be a massive event, and if it were to happen, it would be one of the biggest in boxing history. As the negotiations for the potential fight between Crawford and Canelo continued to unfold, the buzz surrounding the matchup grew louder. Alal Sheikh, who had been instrumental in bringing high-profile fights to Saudi Arabia, played a crucial role in orchestrating the potential bout. His efforts in promoting boxing in the region were seen as a key factor in the fight's likelihood of taking place in the Middle East, where the sport had been gaining popularity. Alal Sheikh hinted that discussions were progressing well, and fans were hopeful that the fight would be officially confirmed soon. In addition to the boxing community, fans of the sport were eagerly awaiting the announcement of the fight. The prospect of seeing 2 of the best pound-for-pound fighters of their generation face off in the ring was enough to send the boxing world into a frenzy. With both fighters at the peak of their careers, the fight was expected to be a thrilling contest, with fans anticipating an epic clash of styles. While the details of the fight remained under wraps, the excitement surrounding it was palpable, and boxing enthusiasts were eager to see how it would unfold. As the drama between Tank Davis and Terence Crawford continued to dominate headlines, the fight between Crawford and Canelo loomed large on the horizon. Whether or not the 2 American boxing icons would ever meet in the ring remains to be seen, but the possibility of such a showdown had already captivated the imagination of fans worldwide. Both fighters had expressed their willingness to face each other, and with Alal Sheikh's involvement, it seemed like the fight could become a reality sooner rather than later. As the year progressed, the anticipation for this potential fight grew, with fans eagerly speculating about the outcome. Would Crawford's skill and versatility be enough to overcome Canelo's size and power? Or would the Mexican icon prove too much for the smaller fighter, even one as talented as Crawford? The questions surrounding the fight only added to the excitement, and the boxing world was buzzing with anticipation for what could be the biggest match in years. Only time would tell, but for now, all eyes were on the potential clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, a fight that could reshape the future of boxing.